This video is for lesson 1-16, linear regression, and this is the light blue sheet that you have. So today we're going to start writing equations from tables and from two ordered pairs. And so your calculator will do this for you, and it's called linear regression. And so these are the steps. You're going to go to stat, just like we did when we ordered numbers, and enter. But this time, you're going to put your x values in L1, list 1. And then if you hit the arrow over button, you're going to put your y values into column 2, into list 2. And then I'll show you the rest of the steps when we do one of these and we can walk through it. So in your calculator, slope is represented with an A, y-intercept is represented with a B, and your equations are in the form y equals ax plus b. Okay, so now to actually do one. So in your list, so we've got 1, 1 and 4, 3. So the first value is an x, so this one here is an x value. And then if we go over, hit enter, sorry. If we go over to list 2, we can put that y value, this second one. And then underneath that, we're going to put the second ordered pair, which is 4, 3. So your 4 would go here, and your 3 would go over here in list 2. Now, once you've done this, you're going to hit stat again. You're going to hit the right arrow key, so you've highlighted calc, and then you're going to hit 4 for linear regression. Now, once you've done that, you've got to scroll down, hit your down arrow key till you get to the calculate, and then you're going to hit enter. And so it gives you here y equals ax plus b. It says your a equals 0.6 repeating, and your y-intercept is 0.3 repeating. And so here are those values. And so repeating decimals don't work well when we're writing an equation. So remember that you can turn fractions or decimals into fractions with your calculator. So if you enter a repeating decimal into your calculator and you do alpha y 4, it will turn that into a fraction for you. So that's how we got the 2/3. That's how we got the 1/3 here. And then again, all of our equations are in the form y equals mx plus b or ax plus b for your calculator. So we just plug the slope into the a spot, and we plug the y-intercept into the 1/3 spot. All right, so number 2 here, go to stat, enter, and you want to clear your list. So make sure that you clear your values out of your list. And now we can put our new values in here. So now I've got -2, 4 and 10, -2. So -2 and 10 are my x values. 4 and -2 are my y values. So once you get them in, stat, go to calculate, 4, and then arrow down till you get to calculate and hit enter. So A, or our slope, is -0.5. B, or our y-intercept, is 3. So -0.5 is the same as -1/2. The y-intercept equals 3. So we plug slope into the first place for A. So y equals -1/2 x plus 3. All right, number 3. So back to our list. Clear these out. All right, so we've got -4, and then our next x is -8, and then our y's are 5 and -5. So stat, go over to calculate, hit 4, and then scroll down to calculate. So this time I got a -0.8333. and a 1.67. I don't think I put my values in, so I'm going to check my list again. So -4, I did mess up. Okay, so that's why you've got to be careful to check your list. This should be a -8. I apologize, guys. So stat, calculate, 4, All right, that looks better. So A is 2.5 and B is 15. So slope is 2.5 or 5/2. Y-intercept is 15. So my equation is y equals 5/2 x plus 5. All right, number 4. So clear, and you can clear second plus 7, 1, 2. We'll clear those lists really quick for you. All right, so my x values are 10 and -2. And my y values are 0 and 4. Stat, over to calculate, linear regression, which is 4, down to calculate, and I get -0.3 repeating and 3.3 repeating. So -0.3 repeating is a -1/3. 3.3 repeating is 10/3. So your equation is y equals -1/3 x plus 10/3. All right, 2 more. So stat. All right, my x's on number 5 are 5 and 3. My y's are 9 and 9. So stat, over to calculate, 4, and then down to calculate. So we get a equals 0 and b equals 9. So the slope is 0, the y-intercept is 9. So if we have a slope of 0, remember slope of 0 means that we've got one of these nice flat horizontal lines. And so horizontal lines we write in the form y equals 9, because if you multiply a 0 by an x, your answer is 0. So you don't even have to put 0x in there. All right, and last one. All right, -7 is my first x, -7 is my second x, and then 8 and 5. So stat, calculate, 4, scroll down to calculate, and I get an error. Okay, so when you get an error, what that means is you're dealing with a vertical line. And so we know that vertical lines are the nice, pretty lines that are straight up and down. So this line is going to be straight up and down. It's going to be a vertical line. And one way that I can tell that it's a vertical line are that both x's are the same. And so vertical lines, we write x equals, and then the x value. So x equals -7. So that's it for this video.